Yeah!
Short and sweet this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is Wednesday, and that means you have Pair with the Normal presents the Sidekicks podcast. Now, normally we go on at 5, but thanks to Beacon TV doing a live Q&A stream with the Searchers, Josh Purvis, and TV's Shane Pittman, we are going to come in a little early, and hopefully we can flow you guys into their Q&A, where I, of course, will be harassing them in the Q&A session myself. So I'm going to ask everybody that comes in to do something, and that is to share this podcast. Let's get this podcast out to as many people as we can today. We always do really good number-wise, and that's thanks to all the people that tune in. But please, if you come on, please feel free to share this podcast. Let's get this out, not just for us, but for Kandi, our special guest. MaryLynn, tell us about Kandi.
Well, Kandi Slater is a Reiki master. She's also a certified as a crystal master, a soul shift healer, an alchemist, and also an elemental healer. She continually develops her skills by studying crystals and herbs. And in 2023, her and her husband, Derek, founded from the Ashes Paranormal team. She enjoys using equipment and researching haunted locations.
And not in a naughty way.
Well, you never know.
Well, you never know. You never know.
It could be just her, her and her husband.
You don't know.
You never know. So Kandi also coordinates events for the Haunted Rock Island Roadhouse in Rock Island, Illinois. In 2023, the first old YMCA Paracon had over 1,600 attendees for one day. So that's crazy. So this year they're doing it again, and it's next month. And
yeah, it's coming up right around the corner. Kandi, how are you?
Good. How about you?
Man, I'm feeling pumpkin spicy and everything naughty today. That's how I'm feeling. So this is do you live near Rock Island? Is that where you live, or?
I live in Dubuque, Iowa, so about an hour north.
Okay, because it took me forever to find Rock Island, Illinois. I'd never heard of it. I was like, I don't even know. Can I fly there? I was like, how do I get there? Is this a real place? Is this like Hogwarts? Like, I don't know.
Also 9 3/4.
9 3/4, yes.
So this is your second year?
Yeah.
And this is, have you thought about what you're gonna do with some of these crazy guests that you've got coming on?
That's what's unique. Are you hearing an echo, or is it just me?
That's just you. You might have your speakers on.
Oh, I bet I do, but I have to so I can hear you.
Right. It's a catch-22.
Loud.
There, I'll turn them down.
That's right.
I just lost my train of thought. Where was I?
Choo-choo. So what? You're going to have all these incredible guests. Why don't you go ahead and name a few of the guests you're going to have at the Paracon, and if you're looking forward to it.
You, of course.
Of course.
Josh Purvis, Searchers and Beacon. He'll be there. Vince, and I know I butcher his last name, but you know Vince. Get Haunted. They're going to be there doing the VIP investigation, giving everybody a little bit of making sense of your senses.
So with Get Haunted, is it going to be, do you know if it's going to be Michael Castro or?
That's Ghosted Magazine. Get Haunted, Rob and Sarah both are going to be there.
Oh, that's Rob and Sarah. That's right. Very cool. Rob and Sarah both. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited to meet Rob. I haven't met him yet.
Oh, he's awesome. You'll love him.
Yeah.
And Sarah Lamos, Michelle LeBaron, C.L. Thomas. There's so many. We got some of the a little bit more famous people, if you will, and then we've got a lot of the community from around the area that are coming in. So, helps them network, and everybody turns into be one big party.
I like parties.
I can tell.
Yeah.
He's usually
Speaking
the
of
life
which,
of the party.
it's probably time to do our spirits for the spirits. Today I have with me, I don't know if Ron is in yet.
He is not yet.
Ron kind of turned us on to this honey whiskey. So he had Jack, and I'm not a big Jack guy, so I went with Tullamore Dew honey liqueur. I'm going to try this out.
So I am texting Ron right now to let him know that we're coming in an hour early.
Oh, yeah, he may not know. Let's see. Kelly, are you going to be there? Kelly Hoppala? Do you know Kelly?
I do not know Kelly.
She lives in Detroit, Michigan. We don't hold that against her, though. She she's got a virtual Paracon coming up next year.
Oh, nice.
So I'll have to get you in touch with her. It's pretty nifty. And she also has a little non-for-profit called Own Your Path, which is great for people that, might be struggling to find focus in life and business. So it's really cool. Own Your Path. You guys can check that out. And Michael Angus. Is Mike Angus in here now? Mike Angus. So Michael Angus. Do you know Mike Angus? Is Southern Heat going to be there? Southern Heat.
Not that no, they're not. They can if they want to be. I can always make room, but yeah, I'm not familiar with Mike.
Mike Angus. He's a firefighter in Georgia, and he does Southern Heat Paranormal, and he does a lot of work with Beacon. He in fact is our main cameraman. When MaryLynn and I we film Para with the Normal. And if he is in, I just would like to give him a huge shout out, as today is 9/11. So if you know any first responders of any kind, just take some time out, tell them thank you for your service, your continued service, and for all the people that you have saved. Because believe it or not, they're out there, It's a tough line of work. You see lots of terrible, terrible things. But I hope all those first responders can cling onto the positives, the wonderful things, the people that they do get the opportunity to help and save. So, Mike, this one is to you. Spirits for the spirits. I'm going to go ahead and pour this bad boy. We're going to try this out.
You have a small problem there. That shot glass.
Oh, you're not a Packers fan, I take it.
Anybody but the Packers.
Oh, no.
Vikings?
And you invited her.
Oh, yeah. I'm Viking. I knew it. Second she said that, you got to be a Vikings fan.
Yep.
Well, believe it or not, I empathize with you this year. I thought you guys I think you guys picked the best quarterback in the draft. I really like J.J. McCarthy. It really sucked what happened to him. And Kyrie Jackson, who I loved coming out of college. I thought he was going to do so good from Oregon, cornerback. Was a car accident. And he passed. What's it?
A drunk driver hit him.
Yeah, so a drunk driver, man, and then here we are. In the Green Bay Packers, no less. Hook it. No. But that was really unfortunate because I do think the Vikings had an opportunity to have a really good team. And they could still, they won. We didn't. You know what I mean? So, but that's the beautiful part about football. So anyway, spirits for the spirits, guys. To Michael Angus and first responders. Oh, that is good, Kelly. You were not kidding.
So Ron is having blood drawn, so he could not join us.
Oh, he's having blood drawn.
Yep.
Ooh.
Well, he's donating.
Yeah.
Looks like he's donating.
Okay, no worries. That's all right. So, tell it, when is your event?
Saturday, October 5th, from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., and then followed by a VIP investigation with Get Haunted.
That's going to be awesome. So, am I invited to the VIP event?
If you want to be.
I wasn't sure. I don't want to just assume because I'm so amazing that you're just going to invite me.
So it's not like you're on the spot in front of everybody.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. So I figured,
that's the smart way, though.
yeah, I figured I'd wait till you can't say no, or you just seem like a douchebag. No, I'm kidding.
I love it. And Friday, we let all of the vendors. Sarah Lamos is going to be there having a gallery reading, but in one room. And then after that, you know, vendors are going to have free roam of the building until midnight Friday, so they can do some investigating.
Very cool.
I was saying I plan on coming in on the 4th.
Okay.
So I figure hopefully we can get people together and have go to dinner or.
Yeah, we are opening the doors to vendors at 5 p.m. for them to come in and set up. But yeah, definitely. Everybody,
Cool.
you know, come in and yeah.
What year did this location come into being?
They started in 1912, opened 1913, actually as a YMCA. So it was a YMCA, but
It was fun to stay there.
Yeah. And they, believe it or not, YMCAs were fronts and covers for other things. So there was a lot of mob activity done out of that building, a brothel, a speakeasy. John Looney did business out of there. You know, and Al Capone, he did some, you know, was there. And I guess they say John Looney was so bad, Al Capone was afraid of John Looney.
Wow.
And John Looney was afraid of Helen Van Dale, who was the madam who ran her, as she called them, resorts out of there.
Wow.
She's the one who ultimately brought John Looney down by testifying against him.
Wow.
Dang. Mm-hmm. Wow. She a bad bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it now?
Now, Lisa now got this year her nonprofit. So she's officially 3/4 of the building is nonprofit. And
Nice.
by day, she has a furniture store on the first level.
Really?
So, yeah. Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so she does that. And then for the Paracon, basically, we got to move a lot of furniture out. And yeah, we have the Paracon in there. A murderer lived there when he committed the murder.
Sure.
All sorts of, there was a circus there every year, believe it or not, in the gymnasium.
Oh,
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So mediums have seen spirits of clowns there.
Oh.
That's pretty wild. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I posted this meme earlier today, and well, here we have a question: consignment, antique furniture, or new furniture?
New. She might have some consignment. I'm not sure. Kelly could reach out to her if there was something she needed, but yeah.
She might just be curious.
Yeah.
So I posted this meme today or last night, and it's relevant to me because, especially like a place that's old like that, and we talk a little bit about, you know, ghosts and how they can connect to people and places, and then there's things like possession, right? And possession can very well be a real thing. And I posted this thing where it shows a guy, and so what had happened was he had been in prison for 20 years, got out, and he was trying to fill his cup with Dr. Pepper, but didn't know how the machine worked because it's completely different than when he was a kid. So he thought that it was like something that you voice activated. So he's yelling at the machine, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper. And obviously nothing's coming out because you kind of got to push, right?
Yep.
So, and it made me realize, I wonder if a ghost were to possess somebody, just how confused they would be initially.
Probably very confused.
That would be funny.
You know, it's kind of like when you go on investigations. I always try to explain the equipment to them or call it something they'll know, like a box or, you know, this little dome. Because if you tell them, oh, go touch the piccolo, they're going to be like, what the hell's a piccolo?
Exactly.
Yeah, they may not even know. What if they have all their experiences is with didgeridoos? You don't know.
Yeah.
Right? And it made me realize that there's quite possibly this chance that if somebody does get possessed, I mean, I always thought like, well, maybe they'd find a way, like it wouldn't be that obvious. Because like you watch the movies and they're always like kind of like sinister, and they're always like, gosh, why is he acting weird? But what if it's like way more obvious than that? Right?
Yeah.
Like what if it like doesn't understand like what an automatic is on a car? Right? What doesn't understand how a car works, so they get on top of it thinking it's like a carriage.
Oh, Jesus.
Right? Because that's what they're used to.
That could be.
Or they've been around for so long that they've seen how everything works, so they are trying to figure it out, so they have a working knowledge, just not a physical knowledge.
That could be too.
It's possible, but I mean,
we'll never know until we're dead.
Well, and like, okay, so right, we will never know until we're dead, and like when psychics see, ghosts or not, or like you said you saw a clown, right? Like in that location. Does that? I mean, can you imagine the poor guy that's stuck looking like a clown for eternity? Right? Like
but
at some
that was his happiest time, so he's being what he was when he was most happy.
Hey, there he is. He can't hear us, but that's fine. But yeah, so that could be like his happiest time was when he was a clown, which is sad all unto itself. But like you would think, like if I was a ghost and I'm going around, I'm like, yeah, this is when I was the happiest was as a clown. I think I would be like, nobody looks like a clown, right? I feel off. I feel like out of place. Like I wish I was hipper, right? Like I need to go to Ross. Right? I need to hit up a TJ Maxx really quick. Right? And then maybe what I would do is I would possess somebody, dress them up however I want to look, and then I'd run out and get hit by a bus.
Oh,
so that way when I die, at least now I don't have to look like a clown. I can look like somebody in like a nice suit or something.
You know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
What did I get into?
Yeah. Welcome, Phil.
Well,
Hello.
I'm just saying, nobody, I just don't think anybody really thinks of it that way. And probably for good reason. I know that I'm definitely an outlier here, but I'm just saying that is a possibility, right?
We never know.
That's why we investigate.
That's right.
Answers.
I would probably yes, that's exactly what would happen, James. I'd probably get killed while wearing my goat suit, and I would be eternally stuck running around in my goat suit for the rest of life.
Oh, God.
That is very, very, very possible. And honestly, like, you know what? What if that's what if that is exactly what, like, a goat man is? Or what if Bigfoot? What if Bigfoot was just a guy that got killed wearing, like, a bear costume or a gorilla costume, and now he's forever stuck in it? It's possible.
It's possible.
Very possible, yes.
Right? What if that's what a werewolf is? What if we think a werewolf is some scary... No, just some idiot who was drunk diving wearing a dog costume. He's dead now. And he's running around like a half dog, half man.
He's stuck.
He's stuck. These are the real problems of today, folks. Okay? This is what ghost hunters don't tell you. This is what you're not going to learn on Ghost Adventures. Okay?
So this is the stuff that bounces around in Mike's head.
Yes. That is very true. So Kandi,
a lot of other good stuff.
So you do, from what she had mentioned from your bio, you do magic with rocks?
Magic with rock. Magic with rock. Yeah.
Okay.
Magic with rock.
Tell me a little bit, because I've never heard of that. So tell me a little bit about that.
I incorporate a lot of the crystals into when I do Reiki.
Yep.
So, if you're needing certain things, I use the crystals to help amplify the energy.
Okay. So, and like I don't know too much about Reiki other than I think it either A, has something to do with like affecting your energy, or B, helps you pick up your leaves. I'm not sure which one you're with, but that's okay. But yeah, okay.
Different spelling.
And then with the crystals, I know that each crystal, because Phil, he collects a lot of crystals. Like each crystal, and MaryLynn can attest to this too, because she likes to taste them. Each one has like its own like quality that can I guess add to your experience, right? Like I think amethyst can be like for protection or
love.
Okay. See, I don't even know.
Calming. It's so many different. Everyone has so many different things it can do, and then when you pair them with certain ones, clear quartz amplifies everything.
Yes, yeah.
Which one does?
Clear quartz.
Clear quartz? I'm going to put that next to my toilet.
So I call that one like a master crystal.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. You know what? If there were more pictures in books, I would be there, you know?
No, I think she's talking about a psychic reading.
Oh, is that what you mean? I thought you meant I need to read. If they were pop-up, maybe.
They have to have lots of pictures.
So, Kandi, do you consider yourself psychic?
Not at all.
No, just you just feel like you're in tune with energy in with Reiki, with the crystals.
With Reiki healing, yeah, that type, but not definitely. I don't see things. You know, I'm like everybody else that once in a while you'll see shadows, that type of thing, or hear things, but not a medium by any term.
So you're also a soul shift healer. Explain that.
So that was a program I was in with Dr. Athena Parakis. Basically, you strip yourself or teach someone how to strip themselves down to the bare bones.
I could do that right now.
And you're learning why you are the way you are, you know, how to accept the good parts of you and work with them. You know, just because you may be a perfectionist, it works with you because of that type of, you know, you're shifting the way you look at yourself, and, you know,
Interesting.
It helps you on your path forward.
Okay. And then as an alchemist, how do you kind of incorporate that into the paranormal?
Not so much yet. That's newer, so I haven't so much yet. I'm more of the I'm more of the equipment person, and then I use the husband who's the medium we verify each other that way.
So you do a lot of the stuff with the equipment. Do you have like go-to equipment that
Epic
even
Box.
when you travel? What's that?
Epic Box by Ghost Gear. That
Okay.
is an awesome piece. I don't do an investigation without it.
So out of the places you've investigated, is there a location that you've been to that you're like, nah, I don't know that I want to go back there?
No.
Nothing that's scared you so bad you've crystalled yourself.
No.
That's good.
Nope. Things happen and I just go on, and yeah, if anything, it makes me want to go back more to find the answer.
There you go.
Yeah, right. Well, that's actually that alone is an interesting. Do you, Kandi Slater, do you want the answer? Or do you feel like it's more, I don't know, fulfilling to chase it?
That's a damn good question.
Mm-hmm.
Both. You want the answer, but then that answer is always going to lead you to more questions. So you're going to keep going and wanting
Continues
to
to
find more.
lead to more questions.
Yeah.
So you want to find some answers, but not all of it. I don't think we'll ever.
Yeah, you don't want the answer.
No.
You don't want the solution, right?
Right.
The final solution. Wait, never mind. That's not right. That's not right. But yeah, so because I think that's important. I think for everyone that's chasing and has equipment, or even as a medium, going out to cemeteries like Phil likes to do. I think you do it more for the experience and to be involved than to truly find an answer, right?
I think it's a bit of both. Personally, it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
I want the experience that I'm going to get, but I'm also looking for the answers.
I kind of feel the same way. I go out to the cemetery and I don't expect anything to happen, but I sure like it when it does. And
That's me every time I go to the bathroom.
My point is to try to document everything. That way we can show those that don't believe or can't believe or think that we're quacks that this is real stuff.
You know, even if they see a real video, they're still going to think that. So we're not going to change their mind just by videos. It's changing their mind once they get there. That's like Phil. When he first started with this, he did not believe it. He was very skeptical.
I called it hocus pocus. Yeah, I didn't believe it either. Yep.
So we need to do another shot since Ron is here.
Oh, yeah, Ron.
Oh, I don't have to go with me.
Oh, no.
You want to run grab something?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Well,
Ron, I went and I picked up some honey whiskey. It's an Irish whiskey called Tullamore DEW, Tullamore Dew. I know you got that Jack honey, but I'm not a huge Jack fan. So, and this is delightful. If you don't have any of this, I highly recommend it. Delightful. He's got his fur ball.
Me too.
All right, here we go. And again, because it is 9/11.
Can't open it.
Uh-oh.
He's all right. Cynthia's got a beer. I'll take it. We want to make this a toast again to anybody who wasn't here earlier. This is to all of the first responders for 9/11 and all the first responders that have come since. It is a ridiculously hard job taking care of our asses. So we appreciate everything y'all do. Salute.
Fireball.
Honey. Woo! And then I've got my little Crown Royal whiskey lemonade.
There you go.
What? Who would have thunk it?
Right?
What a great idea.
Delish.
And lemonade.
So there is on this topic right now, there is a speakeasy that's getting ready to open up here in Boulder City, and they're going to have whiskey, or they're going to have liquor lockers. I don't know what that means, but I'm trying to convince them to have a drink called the Micatini. So it's in the works. It's in the works. I'm hoping I can pull it off. We'll see.
So, Mike, the whiskey lockers are actually where they have it set up where, like, the barrels, they'll make it for you. So the Pioneer Saloon out in Good Springs actually has those as well. So they put the barrels out there, and then they actually, it's kind of like moonshine, but they're making whiskey.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, they do your own flavor, and you can come in and add whatever you want to it.
Oh, nice. So I could do like orange and duck.
You could. Whatever you want in there.
Yeah, sweet. That sounds great.
Orange and duck.
Yeah. So, Kandi, you say your husband is the medium?
Yep.
How long has he known? I mean, is it just something that's recent, or?
Since he thought, he had different things happen before when he was a kid, but when he was 12 is when he knew for sure when his grandpa died, and he was still having conversations with his grandpa, and yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
How did you two meet?
Through Facebook, believe it or not.
Nice.
In a bearded dragon reptile group.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought he was an asshole. I didn't like him. I'll never forget the day he first messaged me, and I looked at my phone and go, do I have to answer this message?
Oh.
Yeah.
So what changed? I mean, what changed? What made you decide, oh, he's not an asshole. I think I'll marry this guy.
I'm going to take him forever.
Yeah.
I don't know. We started talking, and
it kind of grew on you.
Yeah, it clicked.
And you were just like, this is the last guy I'm ever going to bang. Right here. Bam.
You got her on that one.
Nice. Yeah. That's great. How long ago was that?
They're swingers, so.
Right?
Nope.
2017.
2017. So okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Love is in the air. Okay, very cool. So where did you guys have like a haunted theme, wedding, or did you guys
No.
not get into to this whole haunted stuff until later?
I didn't know he was a medium until long after we were married.
Well, what size is he?
Medium.
What? Me all tongue tied. I had no clue. We had a summer where I drug him to every concert possible, like shit guys shouldn't have to go to. I made him go see Boy Band Review. And he stood there and took it for me. And we got to the fall, and I'm like, because in Dubuque, we have the casino has, they call it the backwater stage. It's actually right out on the river. So we were, outdoor concerts every week. And I'm like, now what are we going to do? This is going to be boring. And he says, do some paranormal with me. And I said, I didn't want to, but I felt I owed him. And I said, okay, if we're going to do this, I'll do it once, but something better happen, or I'm never going to do it again. Because I called it Hocus Pocus.
Okay.
Went to Edinburgh Manor, had some experiences that led to another. I ended up being held down and choked in a bed. And I'm like, okay, we got to do this again.
Have a safe word.
Yeah. Pineapples!
And it was funny because there was another medium with us. And he says, don't tell me what, because I'm like, whoa, it stops. So they stopped it. And he says, let me show you what I saw happening to you. Okay. He came over and he leaned over, held me, and he goes, and then another person was down there holding your legs, pulling them apart. I'm like, shit, that's exactly what I felt.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's an incredible.
Yeah.
And you've been hooked ever since?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this building, it's the most active of any I've ever been to.
Wow. Really?
We, when COVID hit, everybody was in lockdowns and things.
Yeah.
We would get in the car Friday after work and drive down and spend the weekend with Lisa and do a lot of investigating. So really got to know the building, dig into the history, and you'll hear voices. So there's a room called the trunk room. In fact, that's a video I sent MaryLynn earlier. It's where they used to drag the women in there and sometimes abuse them sexually and physically, sometimes kill them, throw them in trunks, drag them down the stairs, and throw them in the river.
Wow.
Well, Lisa, nobody was in the building. She actually caught, you'll hear a woman screaming for help. You hear the door slam closed and the lock on the door go locked, and nobody was in the building.
Let me play the video.
Yeah. It was exciting.
Wow.
That's nuts.
You may play it again?
Yeah, play it one more time.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, that to me sounds like two different screams, though. There's two different women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That literally
You'll be
was
there and you'll hear things like that all the time.
That's like flashbacks to my second date with my wife. That's wild.
Yeah.
She makes you scream?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I was a screamer. Yeah, I don't want to get confused there. That is wild. So do you how often do you actually go back and investigate? Have you investigated recently, or Are we going in there?
Last Saturday, and we're going back this Friday.
Wow. Okay. So, it's really interesting because, COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. Everybody kind of got stuck at home. Can you imagine I wonder just how bored all the ghosts were,
Mm-hmm.
We
We had such great times with them.
Wow. Yeah, I mean that's great news to me. Yeah. That is pretty wild. That I mean it's so clear.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I mean that's the stuff like people can go their entire career trying to get and not get, So that's
And had she just not happened to her security system, it flags when there's sound or motion. Had she ignored that and not gone back, we wouldn't have had that. She messaged
so
me that
wild.
morning. She's like, "You ain't gonna believe what happened last night." And she sent that to me. I was like, "Wow."
That's pretty nuts.
That's what's cool is when you're just going through videos and not expecting to catch something, and it's right there.
Yep.
That's true. In fact, on that note, we all three of us went to Virginia City, and we brought a CCTV system with us.
Oh yeah, we did.
We set it up, and we were very excited.
Mm-hmm.
Only to discover that one, MaryLynn didn't know how to turn it off, and she was changing pretty much throughout the entire process of us filming for some reason. And she was like, I don't think we're going to be able to use a lot of this footage because, I'm just standing in front of the camera, just helicoptering around, I can't use that footage. So only to then discover that it wasn't really on at all. It was just on taking photos.
Oh, shit.
So I don't know if we actually caught anything with the photos. I don't know if she's ever had a chance to go through it, but it was just a lost cause.
She's not going to let either one of us go through it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, the helicoptering wasn't me.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
We're going back to Virginia City, so
yeah. Actually, believe it or not, when we went, I actually wound up breaking the sink.
Oh, he did.
I think it was already broken, and you just happened to bump into it.
So it was okay. I will say it was precariously positioned prior to my booty bump. So what happened, Kandi, is I had bent over to grab something in the bathroom, and I hit it with
Buns of Steel.
My buns of steel, ripping the sink off, or the faucet off of the wall.
I fixed it for you, though.
She did, yes.
Two men couldn't figure it out.
With you.
Yes, yeah, that was definitely a godsend because it was bad. It was not good. And I was
we weren't for sure how we were going to tell front desk that.
Yeah, like I hit it with the 130-pound man hit it with his ass, and it ripped it off the wall. Like, how do you explain that? Also, that was another weird thing is we got visited by a cat.
Yes.
Okay.
Cat.
Yeah, so the cat, I guess, stays at the hotel like the whole time.
Oh wow. Okay.
But nobody told us, and we're like in Virginia City. We're at the Gold Hill Hotel, but we're like in a separate cabin. It's like the miner's cabin.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, there's this cat outside, and so we open the door, and it just walks in like it owns the place, and then stays for like 3 days.
And then just leaves, and we don't see it again.
Yeah, so I pick up the cat, and I take it with me over to the front desk, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I found the cat. And they're like, oh, that's our cat. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I set the cat inside, and they're like, oh, but he's an outside cat. I'm like, nope, not anymore. Okay, bye.
So one of the things while we were in Virginia City, we did a mine tour, and we were not allowed to investigate, but we did do a tour according to Mike.
We did.
We did. So that's coming out on.
That means you have a recorder with you, and we're taking pictures and asking questions. Yep.
So, what's funny is, no, that was the thing. Like, we weren't. It was literally just us walking through the mine and me very expertly describing what had taken place in the mine. In the process of this, about halfway through the video, you hear very clearly what is a woman's voice go, I can't even do it because it goes, Mike. It's the God's honest truth.
So we're putting you in the brothel then when you're at
The last time I was actually in a haunted brothel, my zipper ripped off of my pants.
That's a fact.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I was saying,
a fact.
Phil can actually testify to that.
Yeah. We both looked at each other like, did Ghostbusters just happen? Did you just lay down in the firehouse and get taken advantage of?
That's what it felt like.
It was gone. It was broke. It was gone.
Just snapped off and flew into my hand. It just happened that I caught it. It was wild. So I'm very excited to go to the old YMCA, the YMCA, which is now a furniture store.
Yep.
Only the first floor, though, right?
Yep.
And the other 3 floors is all part of a nonprofit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Owned by somebody named Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa Viner. You'll love her. She's incredible.
I love everyone. So I hope so.
So, Kandi, how did you get involved with it?
Well, when we met Lisa, and then, once COVID happened, we were so close, Lisa was like, well, yeah, why don't you come on down and investigate? It gets boring because she couldn't do much either. So we'd go down there pretty much literally every weekend and hang out with her. Sometimes not investigating, just sitting there talking, and you get your own evidence that way even.
Yep.
And we were with another team for a while. And when Derek and I decided it was time to leave that team, we were down at Lisa's building and
yeah, fuck that team.
Yeah, what you said. And we decided, she's like, well, I want to get my building out there. I said, I will help you. So
Nice.
We did a couple events, and I said, you know what, Lisa, doing a little events in the community, it's not gonna get it out there. Let's do a Paracon and get a wider spread of people coming in. And she's like, do it. And kind of, I still, we're partners. She lets me I get some free reign. I just run things by her and we bounce ideas off of each other. And I was hoping last year when I did it, I was like, when we first started, I said, Lisa, I'll be happy if we get 20 vendors, that'll make my day. We ended up with 88 vendors last year.
Wow.
Good.
And then this year, people are still
1,600, right?
messaging.
1,600 attendees.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
amazing.
Can you imagine how many are going to be there now that they know that I'm going to be there? Incredible.
1,601.
Yeah. I'll be the one.
And we kept the cost down. We keep it at $5 admission.
Oh, wow.
That way the public they can come. It's more affordable. You can bring a family, 2 kids and mom and dad for $20. So we do have things for the kids there. Like the Iowa Ghostbusters are going to be there. So
Nice.
That's going to be fun for them. And that way they have more money as well to support the vendors.
Right.
So the vendors like it because, they get supported as well. So.
Yeah. So what about let's talk about the elephant in the room. Okay. What's going to be there for food?
Okay. We've got Streets of Italy.
Okay.
They're going
Okay.
to be doing brick oven pizzas.
Ooh. Okay.
We're going to be doing that. Hap's Backyard Barbecue. He smokes. Oh my God, the ribs last year, they were the best. And Justin's Tacos. So tacos.
Big taco guy.
they're going to have lemonade, coffee, your obvious beverages there, energy drinks, that
What
type
about
of stuff.
what about
Cheesecake.
Coke?
Not the white line.
Oh no. Okay.
No, I don't know. It all depends on what beverages the vendors bring. I don't know what sodas they'll have.
That's fine. I'm all about the. I got to drink the smartest drink there is, and that's Dr. Pepper,
Dr. Pepper?
the doctorate of deliciousness, the professor of pop. Okay.
Well, we'll make sure we have one there for you.
The PhD of yummy. Okay, that's what I need.
We'll
Okay,
have one there
perfect.
for you.
So we haven't mentioned Beacon TV is going to be doing a podcast right at 7 p.m. Or whatever time you're at. I'm in Central. So in about 45 minutes or 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So that's why we did the show a little early this time. So that way we can get everybody over there and we're not trying to compete.
That's right. So yeah, so everybody that's tuned in right now, know that right after this, we have an incredible Beacon Q&A with Josh Purvis, Michael Cook, and Shane Pittman. I, of course, will be in the chat doing my absolute best to harass them as much as possible. And the best part is they can't kick me out. So it's fantastic. And Josh Purvis will be joining us, whom I know very well. He's one of my directors for our show.
And you've had to spend with him, right?
I did, actually. I have, and he's going to be sleeping with me again. We are sharing a room. Yes. It's funny because I wound up staying with him in the RV for almost a week. And I got so used to sleeping with him that I had to tell my wife she had to put on a beard just so I could feel more, it's baby steps when you have to get away from something like that, Also, and Sarah Lemos, you had mentioned. We absolutely love Sarah Lemos. C.L. Thomas is from Las Vegas, so that's very, very cool. You got to get a lot of, you got some, is Aaron Sagers going to be there?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
We have Aaron G. Thompson and Nick Simons of 28 Days Haunted.
How awesome is that? Folks, you got to get down there. Fly, drive, scooter.
I would have gone, but I wasn't invited.
Yeah, not you.
Right?
Anybody but you.
Oh, God, you. Come on down.
Come on down. You're just going to have to sleep in between. Well, I'm not going to let you in between me and Josh, but you can sleep on the other side.
I'll sleep on the other side. Okay.
There you go.
Folks, in an effort to make sure that we can get everybody over to watch this Beacon thing, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Do we have anything we want to show before we go?
We've already showed the video, and then I have our outro. Phil, did you want to share anything?
I got nothing.
All right. So
okay, well,
love, light, and happiness.
Outro,
Stay beautiful, people.
What I will say is, I think in about 2-ish weeks, you will see brand new episodes of Para with the Normal. It has been confirmed. They've been working very hard. It's a lot of editing because, they really have to snip and
That stuff's tough.
and choose kind of what goes into it, what doesn't. And obviously anything that I'm in is just incredible. So it's tough.
Incredibly tough.
Yeah, incredibly tough to use any of it. So hopefully the next couple of weeks, there should be that coming out. And the Mine video actually they're just waiting on some graphics, and then that will be released as well. So, and that'll be on the premium content. So hopefully you have premium. If you don't, please sign up. Paranorm10 is the code, folks, to save you some money. So use it.
So if you want to go watch the live with Josh and Shane, it's going to be at Stream Beacon TV.
Stream Beacon TV.
StreamBeaconTV.com or?
Well, it shows right here.
Is it on Facebook?
It's on Facebook, yes.
Okay, it's on Facebook. Find out on Beacon TV, Stream Beacon TV. Is it on Facebook? Yeah, Stream Beacon TV.
I'm going to put it in the chat.
Also an app. If you have the app, go Go grab
Yep.
the app if you don't.
And friend Kandi. If you're not friends with Kandi, friend her. The fuck's wrong with you? Get out.
That's wonderful. We should have already, right?
Yeah. Kandi, thank you so much. You have been
Thank you.
incredible.
Thank you. This was fun.
I'm very excited to get to actually meet you and have a drink with you in person.
It'll be awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. Play us out.
Get us out of here.